Hey everybody, it's Triple J, and welcome back to another episode of Bountiful Bayou here in City Skylines. I really appreciate all of the comments that we've been getting lately, definitely in the last few episodes here, kind of about the downtown and thoughts on where it's going and road structures and systems and things. And I guess I just want to say that I don't exactly know where all of this is going. We're just sort of dancing, where the roads take us, where the buildings take us, and I'm just sort of organically trying to build what I think looks nice, and we'll see where it ends up. But it's a layering system, it's a process. There's a whole there's just so many layers that go into, making like a downtown center, and so I think we're just going to keep plugging along with it, and we'll kind of see where it takes us. But the main thing about all this, and the main reason why I make all these Let's Play series, is one, I love playing City Skylines, and two, I get asked so much about how I would build this, how I would do this, and I get people who send me messages about, hey, the way you did this helped me in my city do something a little bit different, because this is such a subjective game. It is an open sandbox. It is a complete blank canvas. And so really, if I can just help inspire some people, if I can do a couple different things that, might help you engage with your cities or maybe push your creativity a little bit, then I'm doing my job. So I'm just building it the way, trying out some new things, seeing what sticks, seeing what isn't great, and just kind of enjoying the process. And I hope that helps some of you. So anyway, let's get back to this. So over here, we need to actually finish this. I think at the end of the last episode, we were putting together the bike path that we were trying to connect up. We were going to go move through the campus here and have it kind of come along this area and probably link up eventually to the future like mall area over here. So we do need to do that. But first, let's kind of set it up over here. Oh, actually, before we get started on that, I noticed while I was looking at, if you follow us over on Twitch, we are actually working on our Whispering Pines builds. And I started doing very similar things to the downtown area, including these sort of dead-end roads. I've been doing a little bit different stuff because I'm playing with network extensions over there, which adds new road types. And I've sort of been creating these blocks where they don't actually connect up to the road, kind of like this, but instead of this being a bike path, it would actually be a road, so I could have houses or apartment buildings still facing the avenue here where people are trying to go, but then I don't actually clog up the avenue by having people stop on it. So it still looks full, and that has actually been working out really, really nice. But I do like the difference that we have here with this bike path. And what I realized is when we put the bike paths in, it adjusts our zoning because we took away the zoning off of the avenue. So this gives us the opportunity to have more zoning, bigger zoning opportunities here on the ends, which is really, really nice. So let me fill in these little bits of these gaps here so we can have larger buildings filled in over here. So right now this just ends here because there's a connection to this bike road. I think it might be worth bringing this down one more piece of the avenue. So let me carry this to there. Again, gives us the opportunity to have another 4x4. You can see the buildings filling in here. So this will actually be a great opportunity to just kind of put, maybe like a tree line in here, have a couple different shrubs and things that sort of just, we could even do a fence. We could even line a fence on the left side, kind of. Yeah, I think that'll look really, really good when it's all done. So we'll have that come through. That'll connect up to all these bike trails. I still, I know we were looking at all of this. I think we need to unlock some more tiles before we really start to dive into this, because I don't know exactly how this goes yet. And if I'm not feeling inspired, I don't want to force anything in here yet. So let's just sort of, I think we're going to end up leaving that for now and continue just pushing through on more of the downtown stuff. Again, it's all a process, right? It takes time to kind of bring everything together, and sometimes it just takes a little bit longer for certain areas. I will tell you, there are many cities that I build where I leave a spot empty for such a long time before I fill it in, because I just don't know what goes there yet, and that's totally okay. That is totally okay. So we don't have it. This is not technically a bike road. So what I'm going to do is want... I could have this like go up and over, or it could sneak through the back here. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So let's go up to 6. Let's see. I'm going to have this go like here. It could even be lower, technically. But let's do this. And then come through there. Oh, it'd be nice. You know what we might do is line this up perfectly, so it cuts across this. Yeah. Yep, that's the play. That's the play. So we'll have this come down to about there. And then we'll redo this kind of this direction. That will give us the bridge. Perfect. Bring that out, and then we'll just make a nice little curve and connect it there. Awesome. Very good. And then that will come over the avenue, sneak through the campus here, and then we're going to have it come back down over to here. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is moving these pillars. What are you doing down here? We got a little car down here? Did we put this there? I don't think so. Must have been there on the map. Well, it's a perfect spot. It's a perfect spot for it. Right under the highway like that? I mean, I guess if you're going to abandon a car, that's going to be where you abandon the car, I guess. Funny. Okay, so this will come across. Now we are working on a slope here, so it might be a little goofy, but we'll play with the heights later on. I could go on this side, but I kind of wanted to sneak. I think that'll look really, really cool. Let me turn off that again and grab, and perfect that we have enough space. So let's do that, maybe. Boy, I would kind of like it if we could, I'm gonna cut this piece off. I'm gonna turn off collision so I don't destroy that stuff. Okay. Just because I want to be able to bring it, a cut in there. And then I want this to like curve like so. And we'll mess with the heights later on. That's pretty much what I'm looking for. Okay, and then this will essentially just come down, I think. Like that. Meet up at the ground. Because, again, I don't think, and we can always change this later, but I don't think there's going to be anything necessarily on this side of the road. So if we just sort of leave it like that, and then what we can do is probably create, you know, something. Let's make this turn. And that will link up. I guess there's no bike road over here. This is the tram. Yeah, we don't really have a bike road or path coming through here. So this is really going to be our main one. We may do something off of here, so I'm just going to leave that for now. And we'll probably come back to it. But let's work on this height before we sort of forget about this over here. Let's do that. So that's going to just kind of come down. And I know there's a pillar there. So we're going to want to get rid of that pillar. And I could probably... Let's copy that. Actually, I could have just moved the pillar over here. We can put it in the middle of this. Middle of the avenue. Great. And then this will also come down. So it has a nicer slope. And people are already using it. We'll bring that down. Oh, the tree is there. I wonder if... I wonder if I could just make this part a different... Like, maybe we change this entire piece of the avenue after this. What if we just did a median? I'm going to turn off collision because I don't want to destroy anything. Then we won't have that issue. Yeah, then we won't have that issue. It's a bit of a shame because those trees were nice. However, I could line these with trees if I wanted to. And honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Cool. I think I might bring this down just a bit as well. Awesome. There we go. People are already zipping on it, which is lovely. Now, I think we should maybe create like a connection part here. So if I could go like that, and bring these a little bit more of this. Now, obviously, I don't need both of these, but it's sort of like on, off kind of thing. You know, it's not necessary, but I do like to kind of do that where I can. But it just gives them another connection point to the ground there. And I suppose off of this, we should have something that brings them off. So I could go, can I grab like that? Yeah, I was afraid of that. But I can do that. It kind of messes up the bridge a little. Honestly, that's not too bad. But just gives them a connection point to here, to the campus, if they need to stop at the train school at any point on this side of it. I guess I could also do it here, which maybe makes more sense. They are getting on here, which is nice. But I think it's probably going to be better to do it over here. With the path though, let's see if I do that. Yeah, maybe that's not better. Maybe I should just connect it to the road right here. If I did this. No bend. And then you can just cross the street right here, I suppose. Yeah, that's okay. I can live with that. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so we have that all connected up. Let's now... I'm actually curious if people are using this now. Because this is all connected. Oh, no, it's not connected. Oh, my goodness gracious. Are we okay. Let's actually connect it, and then we might see people using it. Who'da thunk? Okay, if I bring this straight down, and what I'll do is one of these pieces, and I think it's going to be about here, is I'm going to have this come down. No, this will come straight across. To there. And then down. Yeah, see, it's going to mess up the zoning again, which is fine. So if I do that, you're going to have the opportunity to go up, but then I also need you to have the ability to still go around. Okay, if I turn off snapping, can I get this to go along there? Oh, there we go. Just do that, which is going to be probably a little goofy. Then, yeah, you can still connect up to this part and then loop around and get up onto this. And there we go. They're off. They're off to the races. And that is... Oh, because of the collision. I wonder if I was to do this. There we go. There we go. Where there's a will, there is a way. Awesome. So this will be our connecting point to here. I suppose I could do another one on this side. You know, like this. Oh, like that maybe. Hold up. Hold up. You know, it's a little awkward. But honestly, I guess this could link up to... Wait a minute. Yeah, that could just link up to this. Like so. And then get on there. Okay, I'm gonna turn that back on. Yeah, we're getting some weird stuff here. Oh, I don't want to destroy. I don't want to destroy the. But I want to make sure I get this zoning. What if I went like this? Oh boy. See? That actually might actually be able to get something in there. I guess I don't mind if these are, you know, maybe it's something bigger in there now. Potentially. I mean, I know that we're like nitpicking. There we go. Getting a couple bigger buildings in there. It's a little clustery, but it totally works. And the Sims love biking. They bike such great distances. And we should have a connection point to here for the people who maybe go to work on this side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn off snapping. And I'm going to start at the bottom. And I'm going to go up to about 6. Bloop, like that. And connect that piece. Awesome. And that's going to probably screw some of these. Yeah, the pathing has now gotten screwed up because I changed how this looks. But once we get through that, that'll be okay. Because the game doesn't like you putting nodes that close together. But there we go, yeah. Once the pathing gets redone, that'll be all well and good. Honestly, I'm going to move this so it reaches like this. There we go. It's a little cleaner looking. And then, yeah, I don't know how many people are going to actually get off here and go to work, but there's a little bit of stuff over here. And honestly, I wonder if it's worth just putting a little bit of industrial over here. Just a couple buildings, you know? Yeah. Doesn't hurt. Yeah, people are definitely using it. Definitely using it. Because there's really not that much traffic cutting through here. Yeah, we've pretty much killed our passenger lines because of the tram, the redundancy of the tram. However, I still think that at some point we're gonna be able to have, you know, pick some of that back up. How far away are we on our next tile? 28,000 people. Yeah, so we need to get some more folks living in here. And I suppose we could fill this in. I don't see why not. I don't remember if there was something I was specifically saving this for. But if there was, I don't know. Not anymore. Is this? Yeah, we're doing all bike lane in here. So let me go. Kind of thinking we can continue this in to about there. And again, do something similar. That. Yeah. And that gives us more space to put. I don't know if that should be residential, but let's just kind of fill all this in. How are we doing on parks over here? We got a bunch of parks over there. Gonna need something on this side at some point, but there'll be more monuments or some such things. Now, one thing we're gonna want to do is connect this line up as well. We may as well just start getting people in here, or I can grab this line to there, and then obviously still add a stop on that side, and then add a stop right there. Just extending the line further down, which may mean that we want more trains. How many trains do we have on this line? 2 vehicles. I'm going to add a 3rd train. I mean, again, we don't really need one right now, but we will in the future. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice when we put the interstate through here. Future plans, connecting up the interstate over here. I think that's gonna be a huge deal, which is probably gonna change, this area quite a bit. I would think. Yeah, it's definitely gonna change that area. But that's the part of, I mean, cities evolve, things change. I mean, we're obviously doing this on a different scale where we can just kind of like destroy everything and start over. But I kind of like the idea of, I don't know, there's like this romantic feeling of like moving things slightly, or just, adding some change and seeing how areas adapt to it. And I don't know, it's like actual city planning and city building, right? Populations grow, the needs change, and so you have to adapt. And that's why when you drive through like big cities, you'll see, all of these interchanges that have these spaghetti arms coming on and off of it and stuff. And it's because they've had to add to it. I mean, it's literally happening in my city right now. They are doing so much construction on this area where the traffic is so madness that they have to add another off-ramp connecting up another road. And so they're trying to sneak it in this area, and it's totally spaghetti, but it's just kind of part of it. It's essentially what we're doing here, Are people actually... Wow, a lot of people are getting off on this. Okay, that actually is very interesting. So there's 233 people on this line. There's 233 people because we don't have any public transportation. This is the only method to get from the downtown to our, like, suburb cities. It's the only way. Very, very interesting. I love it. And that will change. That will change and adapt, right? As more people maybe bike, as more people, maybe if we add in a direct bus line, or maybe once this interstate is in, that will change. You never know. I don't know. It's really cool to kind of see how things evolve. Yeah. Well, everyone, I think that is going to do it for this episode. I know we didn't get a lot done today. It was sort of a bit of a recap episode, but we're going to keep pushing forward on our downtown in the next episode and start to maybe put in some of the commercial buildings and start to define our skyline a little bit. And I think that'll start to give us some good ideas on, where all this is going and things like that. Hopefully we can maybe even get to our next population milestone. Maybe. Kind of depends. It depends on how much more we can sneak in here. But I really appreciate you all hanging out and watching another episode of Bountiful Bayou. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. All right, everybody. We'll see you next time.